For many, and I would argue all, educators, the journey to teaching and development of what becomes our teacher identity starts well before we declare education as our major or step foot in our first classroom. As educators, our reasons for entering teaching and the types of teachers we become can often be traced back to key experiences, both inside and outside of schools/classrooms. People and places spanning our entire lives, the histories of our families, and the ties, whether they are weak or strong, to the cultures and communities we identify with and inhabit, and therefore are intricately woven into the fabric of who we are. Consequently, it should come as no surprise that the development of one's teacher identity, or how educators come to see and carry themselves as one who teaches, remains a core area of research, particularly among those aiming to inform, reform, and transform approaches to teacher education. To dig into the complexities of teacher identity development, this chapter explores two different core components found across existing literature: teacher identity versus teachers' identities, identity as narrative. Additionally, to provide an opportunity for you to weave together your teacher identity development narrative/journey, I break down a commonly used activity, the critical educational autobiography, and some different variations and approaches, many of which I use in my own courses. There are additional journal prompts to help you engage in critical reflection and dialogue. If you want to do this activity with members of a professional learning community, grade/content area team, students, or for your own personal use in your reflective teaching journal. Teacher identities versus teachers' identities. Existing research shows that the teacher is an integral part of a child's educational experience and is often a primary determining factor in a child's academic trajectory and ultimate professional and social outcomes. However, among this literature, there is little agreement on how to conceptualize and operationalize teacher identity. Specifically, debates arise over where the self, before and outside their role as an educator, intersects and should be considered, if at all. In other words, in the wide range of research on the development and enactment of teacher identities, some key questions remain. Where do the teacher's identities, and most importantly, their self-image, fit into the teacher identity development process? How does who we are, who we're from, and who we want to become impact our perception and development of a teacher identity?